and welcome to the Paper Pad. My name's Hannah and today I have a Valentine's themed snail mail tutorial for you. This is the first mail that I made and then I decided to make another with a tutorial. So here's a quick flip through. Essentially it's kind of like a little junk journal. So I'm going to cut out my cover and then I'm going to back it because it's not double-sided paper. This was a super easy tutorial. I ended up sewing mine together, but you do not have to sew it together. Sewing is super easy though, it really wasn't that daunting or super hard. It's a very easy thing to just sew together and then it adds extra touch to it. And I am talking about hand sewing. You can use a sewing machine, but I just hand sewed mine. So I'm going to back this with some pink tissue paper that I had. I really like the texture that this added to the front cover and it just was a really fun element. Now I'm not sure if you can hear it in my voice or not, but I am slightly congested so it might be coming through. That's why I didn't do a voiceover last week, so I apologize for that, but I hope you enjoyed the video anyways. If the lighting is a bit weird on this, it's because I was recording in the evening, so it was pretty dark and there were heavy shadows, but I had lighting going, so I think that this turned it out all right after editing. What are your thoughts on Valentine's Day as a holiday? Growing up, I was always the really edgy kid that didn't see why we need a holiday to love each other, and you know, it's stupid and it's just like a money-making gimmick. But now I kind of like it a bit more because it gives me an excuse to craft and theme things. Which, I don't know about you, but I love a good themed craft or themed journal spread. It's just my favorite. That said, this is the first pen pal video I have uploaded since December, which seems really long ago. I have been pen paling, I have been crafting, I have been recording the videos. I've just always had another video that took precedent over uploading a pen pal video. So I am sorry if you missed these. I have missed these. I was really happy that you get to watch this video this weekend, and I will try and get a few more out coming up, especially if you enjoy them. Do leave a comment and let me know if you like the pen paling or the journaling videos more, or if you just like whatever I put out, because that's great too. Alright, that was pretty chatty, but what I'm doing right now is I've pulled several different papers and cards to make a signature for all the little flips and pages in this pen pal book. I think that this is the perfect way to use Valentine's Day cards and add a little extra something to it and make it, you know, really fun. I used a Valentine's kind of themed card in my other one, and this one I have that little apple card. You can also use paper scraps and fold them over so that they make a nice little page. Having the different sizes and the different styles of paper, I really think that brought this together, especially in my other one. The first one had less pages than this one did because I wanted to include a magazine page in this second one. So I have my cover finished and then all of my pages picked out. It's time to sew them together. I'm going to take a paper clip so that none of the pages move around, and I'm going to take a thumbnail and line them both up and then poke holes through all of the pages and through the cover and then sew through those holes. When I was actually binding this and sewing it, I ended up picking it up towards me so it wasn't on camera. I cut all that out, but unfortunately I will not be able to show how, like, which holes I put the string through at which time, but there are lots of tutorials for that on YouTube, and I would be happy to make one if you are interested. I've done a few of these before where I've sewed something, but I always pick it up and it never ends up making it on screen, so I need to intentionally do it on screen. It's just a habit. Alright, so I lined up my pages, poked holes through them, and then sewed them together. I poked 3 holes and sewed them together and then tied it off. And now my little book is complete. I am going to add an envelope to the back, which is what you'll see next. Here's a quick little flip through. That card in the middle I put inside out, but I decided I didn't like the pattern and how it worked, so I'm going to glue it together. That way it makes a pocket, which I will send a little tag in, and it'll be really cute. Now for my pen pal letter, in the first flip book, I made a belly band on that front cover right there. I didn't like the way that it looked on this mail, so I'm going to make a pocket that goes at a triangle slant, but I ended up doing it off camera because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do on camera. But you will see the pocket that I add later on in the final flip through. Right now I'm going to take this gray paper and make an envelope using my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. I have that linked in the description along with this paper cutter and a lot of the other supplies that I use. The way this punch board works is you find the size of envelope you want, and then it tells you what size paper you need, so you cut your paper down to that size, and then it tells you where to punch and score, and you just punch and score along those lines and you have an envelope. So I'm going to glue my envelope together and then glue the top flap to the outside of the pen pal book, which you'll see that doesn't make a lot of sense, but when you see it happen, it makes a lot more sense. And I'm just going to center it on the page, that way the envelope will flip out and I'll have a pocket for additional little goodies that I want to send. You could also use this pocket for your letter and then not add one on the front cover. Of course, it's very customizable and you do whatever you want to do. If you do end up making this tutorial, then tag me on Instagram. My Instagram is the_paper_pad, and I would love to see what you make. Moving on, I am going to decorate the front cover with some scrapbook paper that I have, as well as that scrap from the tissue paper. I thought I was going to use this one, but I wanted to keep it. I didn't want to add any new element to it. At this point, I wanted to reuse what I had already done, which just keeps the mail cohesive. So this strip of tissue paper is what I cut off. It was my excess that I cut off whenever I backed the inside cover. And I'm just going to lay down a line of glue and then fold it over top of itself so that it creates a little ruffle. And it was so cute. I had never done this before, but I had seen it done by other people, and I really liked the way that it turned out. It's perfect little Valentine's trick. Now, I will link to this down below, but I found a really cute little die-cut Valentine's themed pack on Amazon. It was really inexpensive, and I got this one specifically because not everything is Valentine's Day themed. I thought I would use the stationery a lot longer, even if I didn't use the entire pack for the one holiday. So right now I have that banner that says "So Sweet," and then the little happy mail or little mail with a heart on it, and then that red arrow says "Good Stuff" inside. Across the top, I'm going to add some washi tape. I'm just rearranging it to figure out how I want my washi to lay and which one I want to be on top, and of course the order of it. For some extra detail and layering, I'm going to add a little doodly border around this yellow heart paper. Here's a flip through of the mail empty, and then I will of course include my final finished mail with all of the goodies and everything filled out. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and a comment because comments help the video go farther. Until next time, this is Hannah signing off.